Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're looking at Crokinole cards. Crokinole cards is a 1 to 4 player game. We're either going to play a solitaire mode for Crokinole, or you're going to play a 2 to 4 player game of Crokinole, which is going to be Crokinole Elimination or Crokinole Solitaire. Uses the same deck of cards, but uses some extra cards for solitaire, and has a die for solitaire. So let's go ahead down to the table here. I'll give you a general idea how both these modes work, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, so this is Crokinole cards. In Crokinole cards, there's an elimination and a solitaire mode. In the elimination mode, the objective is to take out all the opponent's discs and be the last one surviving. The last player who has discs on the board wins. Each player will start with their own set of 12 Crokinole discs. In a 2v2 game, each player will have 6 discs. You will need a small area to set up the cards. We're going to set these ones aside for it. This is going to be for Crokinole Solitaire. And you could either be beside the board, or you can set up like a TV tray or whatever to set these cards out. And then you're going to assign each player a number 1 to 4 at the beginning of the game on where they are sitting. Each player will place their discs on the board based on the cards that they have drawn. So the way this is going to work is you're going to deal 6 cards to each player, and the person who goes first is going to get 7. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at these cards, and they're going to show you where to place your disc. So you're going to go through and place a disc there, place a disc here, going to place a disc in this quadrant. So this is why the numbers are important. So this is where player 1 is, this is where player 2 sits, this is where player 3 sits, this is player 4 sits. And either way, if you're even playing with 2 players, you still need to have this coordinate set up so you can figure out where you're going to set these discs. So after you set all these discs up, and again, the first player is going to get an extra one because they're going to get to shoot first. Oh, sorry. I misspoke. The second player is going to get an extra one. And that is because when the first player shoots first, they're going to be able to take out a disc or discs, and then the second player will be at a disadvantage. So I do apologize. The second player would have got the extra card. So all you're going to do simply right now is you're going to shoot your discs until they're last person standing. So once one of the team's discs have been eliminated out. All right, another thing that I need to bring up too is if you actually get a 20, so in Crokinole the center is a 20. If you actually get a 20, you're going to take the person's disc color, so the player's disc color, they got the 20, and you're going to flip over 2 more cards, and you're going to place out 2 more of those colors. So you don't want to accidentally knock your opponent's one into the 20. You want to get yours into the 20, but you have to follow legal shots for Crokinole. So that means that in this game, there's always going to be discs on the board. If there's no opponent discs on the board, you win. So you always have to hit an opponent's disc for a legal shot. And that's it. That is going to be Crokinole Elimination. There's a giant deck here to go through of cards. So there's a lot of different positions that these discs can run into, and a lot of different shots and a lot of different variety that you're going to find with this game. Now we're going to go into Crokinole Solitaire. In Crokinole Solitaire, your objective is to get all your opponent's discs. There's no real opponent, just a bot. Opponent's disc off the board, and be able to do a 20 shot at the end. Now, you're going to pick your difficulty. If you're going to do beginner, you're going to get 5 discs. If you're going to do normal, you'll get 4 discs. If you're going to do hard, you only get 3 discs. You will start at level 1 for your first game, and once you succeed, you're going to move up to level 2. So it's going to get harder as you go, then level 3. If you complete all 3 levels, try moving up to the next difficulty and start back at level 1. So an expert would do hard at 3 levels, and if they did that, they are very, very good. The game to begin the game, shuffle the deck and place it face down, and then draw 4 cards. Okay. So in this game, though, this is the little reference sheet you're going to need for it. These cards are going to be added in, and if you hit these cards, they do things like +2 draw. You're going to switch. You're going to forfeit. You're going to do stakes. You lose at the end of the next round if there are 2 or more opponent's discs on the board instead of 4. You lose the game if the disc goes in the 20 hole in the next round, and then there's saving grace card. So basically what we're going to do here, shuffle this back up here. All right, so we're going to draw 4 cards, and you're going to set up a coordinate condition where you're at. So if you're player 1, so that's where they go. And you're going to put these out where the little red dots are of your opponent disc. So whatever color you are, you put the opposite color out. Then you're going to take the amount of shots that you have, and you're going to try to eliminate all these discs. You're going to try to eliminate all these discs and be able to do a 20 shot at the end. If you eliminate all the discs, you're still going to win. But if you get the 20 shot, you also do shut the door. If you run out of discs and there's still opponent discs on the board, you're going to roll this die. Now there's a chart in here that's going to tell you what's going to happen when you roll the die. So if you're at level 1, and let's say I roll this die, I got a 3, I would take a look, and the 3 says I draw 2 cards. So I place 2 more here, and then I will regain my shots and try again. If I fail, I'll roll the die again. If I keep going and the deck runs out, then I completely lose. Additional rules to run into this one: if one of your discs lands in the 20 and there's still opponent's discs on the board, you can take your shot that landed in 20 and use that same disc again. If a opponent's disc lands in a 20, it is removed, but your turn ends immediately, and then you would roll that die. So that's basically it. So we're going to go through this. You're going to try to proceed to 3 levels worth of play in a solitaire style game. You're going to try not to run into these cards here. Well, they're all bunched up here. And there's a lot of going to be trying to do, like, get 2 of the opponent's discs out at one shot. A lot of trick shots you're going to have to do for this, and a lot of different skill because this deck is pretty large. So let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Crokinole cards. So Crokinole cards is an amazing game for learning to become a better Crokinole player. Both elimination and especially solitaire try to teach you to be able to take these trick shots and get practice doing these things. It's also fun. Solitaire is a great way of just practicing your shots. Not only do you need to hit 2 or more to knock them out, so you're not only just hitting your 1 for your valid shot, you're also trying to knock them out, and it's making you a better Crokinole player overall. So if you love Crokinole and you want to become better at Crokinole, this is the game for you. If you love Crokinole and you would just like cool challenges to do over top of the Crokinole game itself, this game is for you. So that's my thoughts on Crokinole cards. Thank you for watching.